I'm planting native seeds. These are Mertensia virginica, which is what? Bluebells?
Yep, Virginian Bluebells.
Virginia Bluebell. So we're not going to make it too complicated because nature doesn't. So I'm just going to take these. There's seeds in these little seed capsules. They're hard to see, but they're little dark seeds in there. And so since we just want to get a population going and we're not really seriously propagating them yet, we're just going to put this whole thing and then cover it with a little bit of forest soil and put the leaves back. Now we also have here something very exciting, which is Leatherwood, which is a small native tree, Dirca palustris. I don't remember the family, but we have 3 seeds. We think they're ripe enough because when you take the seed coating off, they're kind of dark. Well, you might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, I don't know. We're going to find out. So they might not be, but we're going to probably get a few more in a couple weeks. That way we'll know if they, whatever. If we get 6, then we'll know these were viable. If we only get 3, we'll know they weren't. So what we're going to do is put them in this little mesh box I made last year to plant some bloodroot seeds and keep them protected from rodents. So this box is in a cube, basically a cube, kind of a cube, or a rectangular cube. I know that's not really possible, but you get the idea. It's surrounded on all sides by mesh, so rodents can't get in. So we're going to put these in there with these bloodroot, which actually came up in 1 year.
Yeah, and everybody look at that. Look how many bloodroot there are. So he had just collected the seeds last year and they still had the elaiosomes on it, and he put them in this box so nobody would eat them. And we got so dry last year towards the end of the season, and we worried about these guys because we didn't bring them extra water, and everyone always says don't let them dry out, and there's some pretty incredible germination here. So we're going to leave them for another year, and then we'll move them out of this box next year. And so, like Steve said, he's putting the leatherwood in there, so it'll be protected. And that mertensia that he already planted, that grows so easy. We've had really wonderful luck with seeding things. So we always try to just not make things any more complicated than we need to. That way, plants grow.
And this is another one that's a sedge. We're not quite sure what it is, but it's native and it's really cool. And it kind of, in nature, turns into almost like a ground cover. So I am also going to put these in here, not particularly because we're worried about
Wait, let's look at those seeds.
rodents getting them, but because this way we don't forget they're here. So we just put them in here and forget it. And then someday we'll be walking by here and we'll be like, whoa, they actually germinated, or not, but if they do, we can do a little dance. But so it's just a way to, one day I was just like, well, we need to just propagate this stuff in the woods because that's where a lot of it wants to be. So I thought, well, I'll just put a box in the ground and then we can stick stuff in here and forget it, which is better than agonizing over pots and watering pots and wondering about this and that. Too much shade, too much sun. If you just put woodland plants in the woods, seeds from woodland plants in the woods, and you don't have too many dry years after that, it's probably going to work out.
And so now we say good luck, little seeds. And thank you, Steve, for sharing what you're doing.
You're welcome.